special guest, Mochi. So, what are we doing today? I want people to get to know the Shinogi. So, we're gonna start with some lightning round questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
What's your name?
Kevin,
How old are you?
37.
You sure?
No. I lost track after 30.
Okay. Favorite knife?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think my two newest additions are my favorite two. And I would say that I use my Konosuke Fujiyama FM slightly more than my Takata Sengetsu. Mainly because it has like a more curved profile, so like it facilitates this kind of like a rock chopping motion a little bit more, and I'm also trying to build the patina up, so I'm slightly using that a little more. But both knives are 1A, 1B type
Do you
situation.
have two favorites?
Yes.
Favorite candy?
Nerds Clusters.
We're not sponsored.
She was converted.
I'm not like a fruity candy person.
She's just not a candy person except for chocolate.
Favorite thing to eat?
I actually had this discussion with one of my friends that I've known since 5th grade. I told him that I have this issue with food noise, and he was like, what's that? Basically, as I'm eating something, I'm thinking about what's my next meal. If I'm full, I'm thinking, once I'm done being full, what am I gonna eat next? And so that's a very constantly evolving and changing question, but some guilty pleasures that I have is like, I can always go for pizza, I could always go for Wiener Schnitzel, I could always go for like a good steak, I could always go for like sushi, I don't know. I'm just naming all the foods that I like at this point.
And you're hungry, you haven't eaten
I am
today.
hungry, so I'm just naming all the foods that I would eat
This is
right
not
now.
very lightning round.
If you're asking me right now what I want to eat, I think.
That's not what I asked.
Okay, what was your question? again?
Favorite thing to eat?
Favorite thing to eat? Salty food. Does that count? Yeah.
Okay, coffee or tea?
Yeah, that's hard too.
Why do all of these have like these qualifications to them?
I guess overall, tea. I would choose tea.
Go-to coffee order.
Probably just a basic vanilla latte. If they make their own vanilla syrup, and if not, then just a regular latte that they have.
Do you want to tell the people what your order used to be? Cinnamon dolce latte
Oh yeah,
with 4 pumps.
yeah, at Starbucks, I loved the cinnamon dolce latte.
How many pumps?
It was 2 extra pumps.
And I'm the one that had diabetes. Go-to tea order. This includes boba.
Roasted oolong.
With? and?
Crystal boba. Sometimes if they have pop and barley, I'll add that. One of my favorite boba places has this like tea jelly, which is really nice. So I'll have crystal boba and tea jelly. Ooh, the prices of adding extra toppings, so bad.
So then, but you also add in this interesting substance called grass jelly, which is what?
It's like a black colored jelly, and I don't know, it doesn't taste like grass. It tastes like herbs.
Like herbal grass?
Herbal. Some places call it herbal jelly.
Okay, smoothies or milkshakes?
Smoothies.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
You hesitated. What's the one cake that you'll eat?
I don't really like chocolate in any form outside of just like a chocolate bar.
What a terrible way to live.
Black Angus chocolate cake. I don't know if they still sell it, but that was like the best chocolate cake or just cake in general I've ever eaten.
Favorite hot dog topping? Really? I thought this one would be easy.
Well, I was gonna say chili, but then sometimes I just like raw onions.
Favorite burger sides?
Fries.
Wings or tenders?
Wings.
From-
Bone in.
What's the first app you check in the morning? You get a lot of notifications.
I have so many notifications on my phone because I silence none of them, and it drives her insane when she sees like a list of
Your phone never stops buzzing.
but also because I have bedtime mode, so like when I turn on my phone, there's no notifications, and then when I unplug my phone, 50 notifications pop up. Usually it'll be Instagram because
Check on his views.
I just wanna chat with my friends. Or it'll be we don't use text message, we use Google Hangouts. So if she messaged me, then I'll check that first.
Oh, good. Because you miss a good number of my messages. What's the last app you check at night?
I'm usually playing a game before I go to sleep. So
What kind of game?
Marvel Snapped. Now that I have an APAP machine, it sucks. I hate it. My hair is like all weird every morning. She called it a unicorn, the unicorn mask, because the tube comes out on the top. But yeah, so it takes me a while to fall asleep.
Thing that you're most proud of?
Marrying her.
Oh,
She
that
got
one.
so tricked. She got so tricked into marrying me.
That's what all my friends said too. Shout out to Lindsay. Best thing you've cooked recently?
I really like the Crying Tiger inspired beef dish. I've eaten it a couple times at Thai restaurants, and it's always like one of the most expensive menu items. The way that I cook is I read like 5 different recipes, and then I kind of figure out why they're using those types of ingredients, and then I will try to create the sauce or the taste based on what I think I would like or that she would like.
It was delicious. My favorite, if I'm allowed to weigh in, that you cooked because I don't cook, is the
You've been cooking?
chashu bowls with the perilla rice. That was
that was, so she
good.
doesn't really like chashu because typically chashu is either too chewy or too dry.
Or too fatty.
Too fatty.
The fat doesn't render.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
All right, so I don't know why our video cut off at 10 minutes, so we're starting
Talking
over.
Too much. So now, what's the worst thing you've ever cooked?
I'm embarrassed to tell this story, but when I first got those Korean stone pots, they come with a plastic, what do you call it, like a heat pad type thing?
Yeah, like when you're serving.
So basically, after you heat up the pot, you put it in this plastic tray, and then you can carry it to the table. Well, I don't know why I thought it was like a heating source or something. Like it was part of like to keep the thing warm. So I put the stone on the plastic thing and on the burner, so it melted the plastic part onto our stove, and that
I thought I was gonna die.
I probably inhaled like 1 billion microplastics in like a second.
You're like 50% plastic.
Yeah. I guess you could say that I cooked plastic. Oh, the worst thing I've cooked is probably when I
Tear gassed us.
I tear gassed us because I had not understood the concept behind if you put hot oil, if you have hot oil and then you throw pepper seeds onto the hot oil, it just
LeBron's it everywhere.
yeah, it just sprays it all into the air. So we were for like the next 30 minutes airing out our small condo because I had put Thai chilies in hot oil and it just like.
I feel like I have a lot of lung damage from you.
Yeah, that was not good.
No. What's next on your knife wish list?
Okay, so.
Please say nothing.
I don't have a wish list per se. I think I'm pretty satisfied with my knife collection as is currently. But there are a couple knives I would either upgrade from, and there's one knife that I would add. And so the 2 knives I would upgrade is I have a Takata knife, and it's a Singetsu, it's a beautiful knife. But I love his Damascus knives.
What is Damascus?
Damascus is like the way that you forge. Traditionally, you forge the metal in a way where it kind of creates these wavy patterns, and it's basically you're folding the metal over and over again, and it creates these cool wavy patterns. And my Fujiyama, I love, but if I could get my hands on a it's a Konosuke MM, that's what I would get. And the reason for it is because it was forged by a female blacksmith, which is really cool. You don't see that very often, especially in Japan. In a male-dominated field, you don't see a lot of women blacksmiths. But she only produced knives for like a year or 2. So there aren't that many out in the world, especially ones that are not used. And I would like to feel the original grind of the blade. So probably not a high chance of that. And then the third knife that I would add that's not an upgrade is again, I want to have a Damascus blade of this type, but one that's sharpened by Morihiro, which is, I kind of call him like the Michael Jordan of sharpeners in Sakai. He taught a lot of students who now run their own, either they run their own workshops or they're, really renowned in their company. And you met Nishida-san, he was actually one of Morihiro's students. So I think owning a blade of the master of like the sharpeners that I like the blades of would be a really cool thing.
What's one knife that you think everyone should own? And if you could start from scratch, what would you start with?
If everyone is just getting into Japanese knives, I highly recommend a Gyuto. It's an all-purpose knife. That's in Japan, that's kind of like the one that all chefs use, and you can use it for anything. The brands I would recommend are Tojiro and Misono. They're priced pretty well. You can get a really good knife for right around $100, and they're very low maintenance, so really good entry level there.
Take 3.
All right, I think we fixed my phone storage issues.
If you could start your knife collection from scratch, what would you start with?
My first knife was a Misono Santoku, and I don't think I would change getting that knife, honestly, because I think it was a really good introduction to Japanese knives, thinner blade profile, but the steel was very forgiving. So it went through a lot of abuse. It's been thrown around, it's been dropped, it's like some people throw it into the sink. The tip has been bent and I was able to straighten it out. So it helped me to learn a lot. It helped me to learn how to sharpen and maintain knives. It helped me learn how to use a sharp knife, and it helped me learn to appreciate the differences between Japanese and Western style knives. But what I would change is, I think I would have started my knife journey earlier. I feel like I would have been able to, obtain some knives that I think right now would be very low chance of me obtaining, but also I think I would feel better with like my knowledge and experience with knives in general.
I feel like knives are very of the moment right now.
They're very, there's definitely been hype culture surrounding knives and certain makers, which I don't love, especially the ones that look really cool. Yeah, I don't love that, but it is what it is.
But that's what you're out here to do, to educate and make sure people understand that
Yes.
just because something looks cool doesn't make it the right knife for you.
Like my passion stems from appreciating the craftsmanship, the lifetime of refining their skills, the lifetime of forming their own way of finishing, forging, sharpening, like all of that. My desire is to not only just sell the knife, but help people to appreciate why that knife is special, appreciate that while it is a tool, you can prolong the life of it by taking care of it properly.
Did I already ask how you got into knives? Is that what I just asked you?
I just got into it mainly because we had our 10-year anniversary planned going to Japan, and it was unfortunately scheduled for March of 2020, and we all know how that went. But leading up to that, I was fully expecting to go, and I thought it'd be really cool to learn about the craftsmen and possibly meet them and ideally purchase the knives directly from them. Because I grew up with a lot of anime, and a lot of anime, they personify a lot of things. They personify inanimate objects, they personify effort. That was kind of imprinted in me to appreciate that type of thing. So I view these craftsmen, these knife craftsmen, as putting their energy and their all their effort is going into this knife. I want to be able to take that knife and feel I'm doing it justice. I want to feel like I am appreciating it. I'm able to see and feel all the little nuances of that knife, that this person has decided, I want to make the knife this way for this purpose. The other thing is, this is the one hobby I have that allows me to pass something on. These knives should last through my lifetime and possibly one or two other lifetimes if they're taken care of properly. So the idea of that is also very attractive to me, because it's not like I can pass on my basketballs. I can't pass on my mouse and keyboard, which is probably going to be gross in like 5 to 10 years. So that idea of like having something to pass on to our kids or our friends or whatever is appealing to me as well.
Some legacy.
But yeah, all started from these craftsmen that I deeply, deeply respect.
I love that. Well, what do you have coming up events-wise, and how can people support you?
Okay, so I currently have one event that I'm going to every month. Every second Saturday of the month from 9 to 1, I'll be at the Yorba Linda's Farmers Market, and that's at Yorba Linda's Friends Church.
It's a mouthful.
So yeah, every second Saturday I'll be there, and I'll be selling knives and sharpening knives, so that's the immediate way to do that. If you're wanting to buy knives, obviously that would be a way to support me as well. But the other way is just if you engage with me about just anything knives, it helps me stay engaged with the community. It helps me to have more contact points. I'm pretty extroverted. I like talking to people.
No kidding.
The conversations is what keeps me going. I love the education part. I love the sharing part. I love bringing a backstory to why these knives that I sell should be taken care of. I think that's something that I really enjoy doing. The way I sold my first batch of knives was I was bringing my entire inventory to people's houses and showing them, this is what I got, this is why this knife, it works this way, this is why I like this knife better than the Martha Stewart knives that you have in your drawer. I'm not above
Tupperware sales?
She calls
Tupperware
it
parties.
Tupperware parties. I'm not above that. I actually prefer it because it gives me more time with people. I think that it's always a cool thing to do to match up a person with their knife. Like there's
a matchmaker service.
Kind of, yeah. I don't think everyone everyone should be I don't think every knife is for every person is all it is. Like, I think there's
Definitely not.
I think there's some truth to saying that, like, you know, sometimes they say when you're adopting a pet, the pet chooses you. I feel like that
The knife chooses you?
the knife chooses you, or, you know, I
Ooh.
feel like there's a little bit there. And again, this is just coming from my anime background
very
of
Japanese
like
of you.
personifying this inanimate object. So
So if you're interested in a knife choosing ceremony, reach out at the Shinogi.
yeah, I need to add some theatrics that go with it. Yeah.
Smoke and mirrors. Okay. Well, and then also we have a series on teaching newbies how to cut things.
She's a newbie.
I am the newbie. So if you are like, how the heck do I cut a pineapple? Let us teach you, because I'll be learning right alongside you. But thank you for letting me interview you. Now go cook me something.